I'm going to give you the keys to maximizing your returns. And guess what? It doesn't just relate to stocks and fixed income. I have personal experience. I have ran a self-directed IRA company for 15 years. We have over 25,000 accounts, almost $4 billion in assets. And I've been blown away to see what alternative asset investments mean when it comes to people's retirement returns. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is alternative asset investments, how it helps people, why it's a great source of diversification, and I'm going to give you a bunch of examples and tips on the types of alternative asset investments that investors are engaging in 24 and where I see the trends in 2025. But let me tell you, alternative asset investments are real. If you look at the best performing assets in 2024, it was Bitcoin. It's 120%. Real estate, over 28% for commercial real estate and for retail real estate. Other than Nvidia and a couple basic stocks, the S&P 500 was strong, but the large big seven made up most of the gains. So alternative asset investments is where smart people make money. So today's video, I'm going to give you all the nuggets of information you're going to need to know whether you are a beginner, a moderate, or an advanced investor on how alternative asset investments can change the way you invest and retire. So what are alternative asset investments? Anything that's not publicly traded, so anything that's not a stock, a bond, a mutual fund, ETF, is deemed an alternative asset investments. What are some examples? Real estate, gold, investment funds like private placements, hedge funds, private equity, venture capital funds, hard money loans, right? These are assets that are not traded on the public markets. That is what an alternative asset investment is. Now, unfortunately, the traditional IRA financial institutions like the Vanguards, Fidelity, Schwab's, they don't allow you to invest in alternative asset investments. Why? Not because it's not legal. Right? We know the tax code clearly allows for alternative asset investment. Section 408 and 4975 only tells you what you cannot invest in. So we know real estate and other alternative asset investments are legal. So why don't they let you use your IRA to invest in alternative asset investments? Simple. They don't make money when you buy real estate. They make money when you buy their products and you use their services. So that's why the alternative asset investment industry was created the same year IRAs were created in 1973. It just is a different side of the marketplace that actually doesn't really compete with the traditional institutions because we do what we do best, which is custody alternative asset investments for IRA. So here is why alternative asset investments can accelerate your retirement savings. And it comes down to diversification, right? If you put all your money, whether it's personal money, retirement money, into stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, then you're going to ride that market. It goes up, goes down. You're going to have no diversification, right? If you put all your money into fixed income in 24, you would have about a 5% return, right? Of course, if you put money in Nvidia, you would have done really well. But even the S&P 500, it would have performed well. But if you were able to invest in fixed income, equities, but also real estate, cryptos, hard money loans, hedge funds, venture capital funds, private equity funds, you would then have a much higher return. That's why every smart investment manager will focus and make sure that you understand and comprehend the strength of diversification. And the only way you can diversify is with alternative asset investments. You can't diversify if you just buy stocks or just put your money into ETFs and mutual funds. If you look at the Forbes list of the richest people, you see most of them are investment fund managers, whether they run a hedge fund, private equity fund, or venture capital fund. Why? Because that's where the money is. And people invest with them because they generate significant returns. So that's what alternative asset investments do. And Schwab, Fidelity is not going to let you do that with your IRA. IRA Financial will. We believe in freedom. We believe in diversification. We're going to let you invest in any IRS approved asset and give you the ability to use alternative assets to boost your retirement savings. So here are a few examples of some typical alternative asset investments that my clients have done over the years. So the first is you partner with maybe a friend or a spouse or a brother, sister, and you use your retirement accounts to buy real estate, whether it's residential, commercial, and then you get rental income that flows back to your IRA without tax, or when you sell the asset, the gains go back to your IRA without tax. Now, this is something I should have mentioned at the outset. I'm going to mention right now. One of the key advantages of using an IRA to buy alternative assets is not just diversification, but that all the income and gains flow back to the IRA without tax. right? That's known as tax deferral, compound returns, or tax-free investing in a Roth. So whether you're buying real estate or investing in a hedge fund or buying cryptos, the gains, the income will flow back to the IRA without tax. So real estate is definitely the most popular alternative asset investments for my clients. 2 is probably investment funds / private placements, right? Buying private business stock, right? Not Microsoft, but a private business, private company that's not publicly traded, or investing in a private equity fund or a venture capital fund or a hedge fund. Okay, that's probably the second most popular type of investment. And third, I would say, is probably a mixture of like cryptos, precious metals, and hard money loans, right? And obviously 2024 was the year of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin was the best performing asset class out of any asset. So over 120% growth. So if you didn't buy alternative asset investments, guess what? You would not have bought Bitcoin. You would not have bought real estate. You would not have invested in any private equity fund or credit funds. All you would have bought and invested in is either fixed income, bonds, or equities, which equities did well, but guess what? Only a very small percentage of the equities actually did well. Okay, some of the smaller cap companies did not. The Magnificent Seven, the top 7 companies, and NVIDIAs, Googles, Metas, Teslas did well, and generally most of the gains were generated by those companies. So just buying stocks and bonds was not the recipe for success, and it generally is not. I've seen it. I have 25,000 clients, been doing this 15 years. I can't tell you the value of these accounts, how they've grown over the years. Okay, and I'm generalizing, obviously. I can't go through each and every client, but I've seen it. Our assets under custody keep growing. Even if we got no new business in, it would keep growing because alternative assets have performed exceptionally well, which is why private equity, which is why all these large investment funds are starting to pressure the government to open up alternative assets to even more investors, specifically 401k plans, because the focus is, hey, if you're a 401k investor, you haven't been able to diversify. You've only been able to buy stocks and mutual funds. And the government says, well, it's safer and better for you, but at the end of the day, they're hurting you because us, right? I'm a 401k investor. You probably are too. We're not able to diversify. We're not able to invest in alternative asset investments. We are losing out. So hopefully they will open up and give us the freedom to diversify with alternative asset investments. So how do I get started in investing in alternative asset investments? Well, it's simple, right? If you have a former employer 401k or you have an IRA, simply you open an account with IRA Financial. We're the leading self-directed IRA company. There's a lot of great companies in our space, but obviously I'm pretty subjective. I think IRA Financial is the best. And we have flat fees. We have the best technology and the best expertise to help you onboard and get set up within days. So then you could focus on what you do best, which is getting your investment done, and we'll focus on handling all the administration and IRS reporting. If you are ready to take control and want to gain access to alternative asset investments to better diversify, you definitely want to contact one of the IRA Financial representatives. You can check out our website. You can give us a call. You can email our team. Obviously, there's no one better, and you'll get a free consultation. Thanks again for listening or watching this video. I hope this video was informative. If you enjoyed it, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and don't forget to share it with friends and family, right? We all can learn from each other. I think there's some very valuable information here. As a tax attorney, I'm more than happy to share some of the nuggets that I've learned over the last 15 years to help all of you, right? Retirement savings is not a zero-sum game. We all can win. We all can get rich through the retirement system. It's the only system that works. It's bipartisan. There's support across the aisle because it works. It's based off simple math. Whether you're investing in stocks, mutual funds, real estate, cryptos, or more, when you diversify and gain exposure to alternative asset investments, you're going to have a much better opportunity to generate real retirement wealth for you and your family.